The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state. So much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. He wants to change this route. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
There's some room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Play action with Underwood. Fires left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
So the Michigan State Spartans offense will now get its first chance with the football. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Spartans will punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
So here comes the Michigan offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown. Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you try to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Going right back to Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go right back to him. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. And he could not get loose on the run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Might be changing the route. Throwing, Underwood. They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback gets past the marker. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marshall. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
Unloads quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Go.
On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wants
Upstairs to make the catch. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it down the field. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Bringing the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the stomping has commenced.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national champion.
Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Gets open down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We're seeing him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes one man miss. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Sparty. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Using his legs, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finding it. Got a little grass. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Run inside. It's Edwards. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The give. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's a heat, and they got it.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Upstairs, he's got it. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Spartan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again. And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. In the football, you preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And fires complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Marsh. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the wideout. Direct snap. There's a... Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This
just keeps moving. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Edwards. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that.
Here's a little room there. Past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it for us here. David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe. I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.